traders, investors, and you evil speculators out there.
1 million. All in.
Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jonas. I'm a trader for 8 years and now decided to document this process a little bit on YouTube because there's a lot of stuff going on with prop trading and prop firms that are popping up all over the place. So I'm a funded trader with FTMO where I've been trading for 1 year.
Nice.
It was a great journey because FTMO really changed my whole trading style. I totally trade differently than I traded before, but I will make a completely separate video about this because that's a whole nother topic. But basically what's important and what I have learned personally about prop trading, you definitely need to have multiple accounts at multiple different companies. So that's what I'm aiming for at the moment. And your AUM, so asset under management, they should be 1 million at least.
Account's looking a little thin.
No one gets paid until what needs to get done gets done.
Nope, that's not the rules. No money, no honey.
So that your salary is big enough and so that you can also build some reserves.
Yeah, but this is a reserve.
Because you need to think about what's realistic. For me, realistic is 3% per month, 2 or 3%. That's already a very good target. So I don't aim for 5%. I don't aim for 10%. That's much too much. And I know those challenges, they always train you to make 10% per month. But I can tell you, it's definitely not healthy and it's nothing that is sustainable.
It's not sustainable.
If you only make 1% on a 1 million, that's already 10K profit, and after profit split, that's 8K. So that is still a very good salary. You can live off that. So that's why my personal aim is to get 1 million AUM. Hopefully I can achieve it by the end of this year. It's a very ambitious goal, but we will see where I will end, and I will definitely document this journey here on YouTube. So if you're curious about that, just follow me, subscribe, and you will be part of the journey.
I'm still seeing zeros over here, Angie.
Stop being cute and do your job.
Oh, they're taking them out of the car now. In about 30 seconds, your window is going to close forever.
Okay, relax. There was an accounting error. We said it.
Alright guys, I got the sun a little bit out of my face. It was a little bit too much. I do enjoy this weather, but like this you can see me better. So let's recap what happened in the last video.
Previously on The Real Forex Trader.
I was able to pass a prop trading challenge with Trader Central Fund, and now I'm in phase 2, and in this video we actually want to see how phase 2 is going. I have started it this week and I have a couple of trading days in, so we will definitely take a look at that, but also we will take a look at the process, what happens at Trader Central Fund once you have passed phase 1 and how the transition is to phase 2. We will definitely look at that, but we will also look at my FTMO account briefly, how it is going there. So we will also do a account overview. Oh yeah guys, and one thing before I forget it, hopefully by next week I will have my studio set up ready, so I will definitely do higher quality videos in the future, in the very near future, hopefully next week. I'm just waiting for some lights that should arrive here by Monday or Tuesday, and then I'm very curious to test all of this out because I'm a complete newbie when it comes to YouTube and video and that stuff. You can probably see this in the quality here, and I still have to figure out how to use the cam, how to do light setup and all of that stuff, but bear with me, it's gonna get better pretty soon. Alright guys, welcome back. We're here at the Trader Central dashboard and we're going to have a look. This is phase 2 currently. I have been trading this now for maybe 2 days, 3 days. This is the equity curve of the prior day, so that was on Friday, and now we can also look at the weekly equity curve, and you can see it's going up slowly and steady. So that's what I like to see. I don't want to see any risk behavior, and I just want to see little steps going up, or if we have drawdown, just a little bit of zigzag, but in the end it would be nice if it goes up, of course. Alright, and so what will happen is once you have passed phase 1, let me show you this. Basically you will get this message here, and you can see in my case my risk review has been approved, and actually there should be a message prior to that also. Here you go. So basically first thing that happens, you can see on the 28th I have passed the phase 1, and you get a message here in the dashboard that your risk review is now in progress. For me there was the weekend in between, so it took a little bit of time, and then my risk review was approved. Also in your email you will get this notification. Alright guys, here we are in my personal emails, and you can see Trader Central Fund has wrote me my risk review has been finished and was approved. And what is nice, they give you 1000 TCTs, so that is the Trading Central token that they have in their ecosystem, and you can use them to get percentages off, right? So basically 1000 TCTs, that's 10% off for any future challenge that you would buy or any other service. So that's a nice little gift. I didn't know they would do this, and yeah, makes me happy, of course. And I also like the note that they wrote here. So they wrote a risk review throughout the challenge. You demonstrated sound risk management and also kept your drawdown low throughout, and you managed to achieve all of your objectives. Your equity curve was also nice and steady, which we like to see at TCF, and we certainly hope you can replicate this same trading consistency in the second stage of your evaluation and also when you get funded. Recommendation: allow trader to advance to stage 2. Alright guys, so I was very happy to see this, and also what's funny, a friend of mine just also passed Trader Central stage 1, and then he sent me his email that he received, and it was very nice to see because I didn't know if this is just a standardized answer, but it's not. I will show you quickly a screenshot of the message he sent me, what he received from Trader Central Fund. Alright guys, and here we have a message from my friend. He also was able to pass stage 1 with Trader Central Fund, so I'm very happy that he could achieve that. I'm really happy for him. But you can see his note that he received from Trader Central Fund was a different one. And just before I read through it, I should explain to you, my friend, he trades very differently, and he is taking a lot of risk. He passed this phase 1 challenge in only 2 days, which in my opinion is just luck, but that's his style, right? And yeah, let's see what they wrote to him. Notes: risk review. During your evaluation, you demonstrated sound risk management and also kept your drawdown low throughout, and you managed to achieve all of your objectives and managed to top out your account with a huge win in the beginning. But afterwards, you were in a sideways movement of profit and loss. However, we would encourage you to revise your trading plans so as to have a more smooth equity curve whenever you are trading. Recommendation: allow trader to advance to stage 2. So you can see this is kind of nice. They actually have different kind of answer sets that they answer to traders. I'm sure this process is automated, but nonetheless, I think this is a very good answer because I know my friend, I know that he is taking a lot of risk, and I would also tell him to, change definitely his risk management, maybe also work on his strategy, and become more consistent and become, work on a nicer equity curve, because the equity curve is like the product that we produce, right? And yeah, his equity curve is just too crazy also in my opinion. But nonetheless, Trading Central Fund is guaranteed funding now, and so he's in stage 2, and I hope he can pass. I wish him the very best, and I would love to see him also in Trader Central Fund. So it would be cool if I can go in there and my friend could also go in there, so we would both be funded there. That would be, of course, awesome. All right, guys. So, but that was just to show you that actually there are different kind of sets of answers here, and this feedback actually is useful, right? So I would say this is actually a good feedback, and I would actually completely agree with that. So my friend should take this to his heart and hopefully revise his risk management and trading strategy. I will definitely also make a call with him pretty soon before he goes in stage 2 and try to mentally coach him a little bit, because yeah, I want him to pass this phase 2, because I know he has done some challenges in the past also with FTMO, and he didn't have the outcome he wanted to have. And so this is a very nice shot he has now, only 4% in 2 months. He just needs to do it slowly, right? 2 months is so much time, he can do it. But problem is, I know him, he wants to do it fast. I'm pretty sure already he wants to do that. But yeah, I will call to him and try to tell him every day, take it slow, take it slow, take it slow. So hopefully he can pass. All right, guys, and with that, let's go back to my overview and see you there. All right, guys, and after your risk review has been approved, you basically get your login details within the next maybe 12 hours, something like that. And then you can start in phase 2. Important is to know that actually Trader Central Fund was not a guaranteed funding company in the past, right? This is also why I stayed away from them. But this has changed in the last year. So maybe for half a year now or something like this, Trader Central is just like FTMO. Once you have passed your phase 1 or passed your whole evaluation without any violation of risk parameters, you will get guaranteed funding. It doesn't matter how you got there. It doesn't matter how much risk there was. As long as you didn't violate risk parameters, you will get guaranteed funding. So don't be disencouraged that it says risk review approved. Basically, they automated this process, and if you have not violated any risk parameter like daily loss or max drawdown, then you will get to the next phase, or in the end you will get funded. So let's look at the portfolio overview then. Alright guys, now we are in the section of the portfolio. So here we can also see what's going on with the challenge. So you can see OTF challenge is highlighted. You can see I am definitely in stage 2. You can also see my current balance. You can see the pairs I have been trading, and here you can see my targets, or respectively the risk parameters. And basically now you can see I have been trading for 3 days so far, and everything is still okay, so no violation in risk parameters, and there was only a little bit of drawdown. And so far I have done 1,700 plus. I need to go to 8k plus, and for that I have a lot of time, so I have 2 months. So I'm definitely not going to rush this. I just gonna be very slow, and my personal goal is to maybe get it done in 1 month. That would be nice. But if I can't get it done in 1 month because some drawdown happens or whatever, I don't care. There is 2 months to make 4%, so this is gonna be only 2% per month, which is a very reasonable goal actually. This is how your normal trading should be. You should aim for 2% per month, maximum 3. And so here I'm actually treating this already kind of as it's a real account, right? And I definitely recommend you to do this as well, because a lot of traders, they just fail in phase 2, because phase 2 is not difficult technically. Technically, it's not difficult. It's much more easy than phase 1. However, in the mind, it's a lot more difficult because you're halfway in the company, right? You're halfway a funded trader. And once you get in drawdown in phase 2, I noticed personally, you will kind of freak out, right? Once I didn't have so much experience with how prop challenges work, because, you know, I started with FTMO back in the days, maybe 1.5 years ago. And I definitely underestimated phase 2. Phase 2 is for the mind, like I said, very difficult. And my advice, just treat it as it would be a funded account already. Just think you're in already and this is a funded account. So then you will definitely take down your risk, right? And you will do little baby steps, and you have a lot of time, right? You have 60 days to make, you know, 2% each month. And basically that comes down to what you would do actually in a normal account. So you might as well treat it like that. All right, for me personally, this is a 200k account. I'm trading 6 lot here. You will probably see this in the history soon. I do 6 lots because, you know, in my real FTMO account, I also do like 5 lots there. And so here I do a little bit more because I want to do a little bit faster, but at the same time I don't want to take any unnecessary risk, right? So I'm not rushing this, but just a little bit faster than usually. You can see here my risk is very good. It's at very green at 99%. So I'm happy with this, and I want to keep it at that way here in the Bagley score, right? So you can see here the lot size has been pretty consistent. I do like 6 lots or maybe 6.5. One time there was 7. I don't know what I was doing here, but basically I keep it around 6 and 7, and I don't go higher. I will definitely not go higher than 8 here in the lot size for this phase 2. All right, so basically this is how it looks at the moment, and we will now go to the social trader tools and look at the equity curves there, and there you can also see how my FTMO account is going at the same time. All right guys, so now we are at the social trader tools, and we want to take a look at the different accounts that I have and that I'm managing. And yeah, so just to let you know what is Social Trader Tools, this is basically a tool that allows you to link different accounts, right? And to have the same trades on all of them. So basically it's a trade copier tool, and it's very nice because you don't need to install anything in MetaTrader. You just, you know, put in your account number, the password, and then you can link it up to another account. So you normally have one master account, and from the master account you copy to the other accounts, right? And the nice thing is you can have risk adjustments, right? So you can do stuff where it says, okay, this account is smaller, so I want to have a different lot size here and stuff like that. And then you can also have it in a way that it automatically copies all your stop losses and take profits. And I tested this out. You know, I had two computers running at the same time, and it's instantly, right? There's no lag. If I move the stop loss or the take profit in one account, it does it at the same time in the other account. So it's a very nice tool to have. So basically now let's look at the different accounts, and this is actually the Trader Central Fund account, the 200k challenge account, where I have passed phase 1. So you can see it is 8% plus, so 216k. And now let's look quickly in the stats just to review it. I will keep this shortly because we have talked about this in the last video. If you have not seen the last video, and there I have been explaining about this account and what I have been doing. So basically you can see it's 8% plus. Profit target was reached, and this is the equity curve I have been able to achieve here, and those are the statistics. I won't go over them now in detail because we want to look at the other accounts. Alright guys, so now we're back at the overview. Next we want to look at the TC200k phase 2. So this is the phase 2 account. You can see it is the same equity balance like we saw in the Trading Central dashboard. And now let's have a look here. This account, I have been trading it for 3 days I think, and it's now 0.87% up. So I try to take it very slowly here. I only need 4%, and then I have passed the whole Trading Central Fund evaluation, and then I will become a funded trader here. All right, so you can see in the stats I have been doing 7 trades, and those have been in 3 days. So basically that's about 2 trades per day, which is fine. I always try to have, you know, only 1 or 2 trades per day. If the first one doesn't work, then of course I have to have a second one. And my maximum is 3 trades per day. I don't do more than 3, basically, because if you do more than 3 trades in a day, you can be counting on that it's going to be probably a bad day, right? So looking at statistics, you can see the win rate is very high. It's over 70%, and you can also see the average win loss is very good. So this would be a very profitable strategy at the moment. The profit factor must be very good. However, I can tell you it's not gonna be like that, right? I mean, the statistics are very good right now, but this is gonna change, right? So this is only 3 days of data, and it's too good at the moment because there has been no day where I did get some losing trades. We know there was no day that has been finished in loss, but this happens, right? If you're a good trader, you definitely need to be able to control your loss, execute a controlled loss, and then finish the day also in negative. It's normal part of the process. We cannot only go up like this. And yeah, so this has not happened here so far, and this is why the statistic is still so good, but I'm pretty sure it will become worse as we go. And so yeah, I will keep you updated on that, of course. I'm very happy at the moment, but this is also one thing. If you trade well, you should never get emotionally on a high point, because after this you become careless and then you will go in drawdown. It always happens. This is like a cycle, a psychological cycle, and this I also trade in my mentor classes, how to overcome this cycle. Of course, we always have it because we are humans, but there's a way to minimize it, right? And there's a way to know what you do when you lose and how you can execute controlled losing days, and just finish the day negative, which is totally fine as long as it's in the parameters and as long as it was controlled. And there should never be a point in trading where you give up control and where you get in this stage of hoping, where you just have an open trade and you're like, okay, that's it. It was not planned like this, and I don't know what the outcome will be now, but I just hope it's going to turn around or stuff like this. This can never happen. If this happens to you, it's not professional, right? And problem is, I know it happens to most traders, and also I'm also not completely immune of that. Of course, I know this is also a danger that can happen to me, but I do my very best to avoid this, right? Because I know once I give up the control, then basically I'm not a professional trader, right? But if you're interested in these kind of things, like I said, I do have mentoring. Just reach out to me and we will arrange something. So basically these are the statistics here right now for the Trading Central Challenge phase 2, and let's see if we can achieve the 4% target here. All right, so let's go back to the dashboard then. Okay, because you can see there are also other accounts here, and we want to take a look at two of them. We want to look at the FTMO account that I have, and we want to look at this account, which is a client of mine. So let's jump first into the FTMO account. So this is my 200K FTMO account, and where I copy also signals through. And let's take a look here. So basically this account has been also going very well. It's already 3% up. So I probably will stop trading here pretty soon, because you know, if I have reached 3%, that's enough. I don't need more in 1 month. Maybe it can still go to 4%, but after this I will not do anymore, because I don't want to challenge luck. You know, once I have done a very nice trading week or a nice streak, I know drawdown will come, so better to cut it and take your gains. This I also learned in the process of prop trading. And yeah, so let's take a look here. So I have been doing 13 trades so far here. So this account, I have linked it up to the copy trader after profit split. That was on this day here in the, you know, beginning of the month, or I should say the end of last month. And yeah, so basically same statistic you have seen in my other account, because of course there are copy trades, but this has more data and more days in, so maybe it's a little bit more interesting. You can see win rate is very good. The average win loss is also good. So I have been on a streak at the moment, but like I said, it will probably change. And so smartest thing to do is probably to cut this account pretty soon, and yeah, take those gains, I guess. All right, so basically that much from the FTMO account. Target here, my personal target for profit split has been reached here. It's 6K. It's almost 7K in plus, right? And we get 80% of that. That's enough. Let's take a look then also at the overview again, and let's have a look here at this account, because this is also interesting. This is a client of mine, and this client basically paid me to get signals so he can recover an FTMO account, right? He is in a challenge and for 100K, and he has been doing, unfortunately, badly. So he has been in a bigger drawdown, and he wanted me to recover his account. All right, I asked him, of course, how much time you still have, and luckily he still had enough time. There was still 3 weeks or something to go in the challenge, so he basically blew up this account in the first week, and he was in a bad stage of mind, right? And so I took over from there, because I told him, okay, that's enough time to you know, get you in the free retake, and that's my primary goal. And I also told him, I don't know about passing this challenge, it's probably not possible anymore, but let's try to get it in a free retake. And you can see we're close now to, you know, get into the free retake. I should tell you, this account started at 93K or 94K in when it was down. That's where I took it over. And let's have a look now in the statistics. So you can basically see this was the big drawdown here where I took over this account. So it was already down a lot. I remember it was like at 94K or something like that. And after this, actually, I also did a losing day. Unfortunately, right when I took over this account, I also experienced a day where I needed to quit with minus. So it went into drawdown even more. And after this, fortunately, I did a winning a day, and I could build out of that. And you can see it has been a nice linear line going up. All right, so now you see the statistics. They're of course not so nice, because this big losing day happened, and then there was another losing day after it. So statistics are not so good, but they're getting better, right? They're getting better. So I can tell you already, if this account goes in plus again, then the profit factor, which it's not shown here, but the profit factor will be then positive again, right? And you can see there's not much more that's missing, $600. So definitely possible. And this guy now still has 1 more week time, I believe, maybe even a little bit more, maybe 1 more week and 2 days, something like that. So there is some more time, but I don't think it's enough to pass this challenge. So I will get it into plus hopefully by next week, and then I will contact him and write him that I would advise not to trade anymore on this account and just, you know, let it be, so he can get the free retake. So much for the overview, and then next we will go actually into MetaTrader, so you can see what trades I have been doing, because some people asked this in the comment section. So in MetaTrader you can quickly see what trades I have been executing. Unfortunately, MetaTrader is on my other computer, so I need to switch computers and record there again, but I see you there. Alright guys, so now we're here at the other computer, and here I have MetaTrader. So you can see at the moment we have 1,730 profit. This is the phase 2 challenge account, and yeah, here you can kind of see the trades that I have been doing here in the overview. So yeah, if you want to know what kind of trades I have been doing, we can look quickly in the history. So we can see one here that was a short, and I think this was copied through. And yeah, so here you can see there was a short right here in the euro dollar. So basically what I do is I do price action, and I do very small trades, because the market is a very dangerous place. So I don't trade any swings and nothing like that. I used to do that, but then in prop trading I've learned that swing trading doesn't go well with prop trading, because the problem is with swing trading, you don't know what you're going to have at the end of the month. It's much more unreliable, and you will have some months where you will have nothing, because for example, if you open a swing trade, and for example, if that swing trade takes I don't know, 5 days, so that will be a whole trading week, and then that swing trade goes a little bit in plus, but then goes all the way in minus, then you will have a minus after that week, which you would have to recover, and you only have 3 more weeks in that month. So maybe that month can be break even, or maybe it's going to be a loss month, and then you're not going to earn anything with prop trading, because there will be no profit split. So that's the problem about swing trading. I think for private accounts it's okay, but for prop trading I don't think it's very nice, so I don't do it. All right, so then we can look maybe GBP USD. You can see there were some trades here, so a short, and there was a short, that is GBP USD. Then we can look in what else am I trading? Sometimes I do trade Euro JPY, and there was a trade here. I don't know why there is this big gap. Oh yeah, this data was not correct, so now it has been loading. So you can see there was a short here, which could have been actually much nicer. I should have left this maybe for another hour. You can see there would have been a bigger gain here, for example, but it doesn't matter. Gain is gain, right? And basically those are my trades. So you can see they are very little. I only focus on getting 10 pips per day, and then I'm happy and I'm done with all of this trading crap, because trading is basically poison, and charts are poison, and I don't want to spend my whole day in front of charts, because it's not useful, right? And yeah, that's basically it. But on the mental part of trading, and on the part where you can build a life balance, this is very important in prop trading. You need to have some balance between your life and prop trading, and this you can only achieve if you limit yourself, right? If you limit your screen time, I am only in front of the computer maybe 2 or 3 hours, take a little bit of pips, and I'm done with this stupid stuff here, right? The other thing is you cannot pedestalize trading, right? It should have a very low priority in your life. It's just something we do on the side. It should not be your number one thing, and don't put it on a pedestal, right? And that's not how it should be, because then you are emotionally attached to this, and it's not going to be a nice thing, right? So if you want to have a life balance between trading and your life, and especially if you do prop trading, because then it's a job, right? You definitely need to keep it very limited. You know, it's a job that you do a couple of hours, and then you detach, and you're done with this job until the next day, right? Basically that. And then you need to have some risk management in place, where you know I'm only going to lose this much in one day. And then you need to have this kind of production line mentality, which I told you about last video, that you need to have standardized outcomes that are coming out of the machine, right? So you always have the same win, or you always have the same break-even trade, or maybe if it's a losing trade, it's always going to be the same controlled losing trade, right? That comes out of the production line. If you do all of this, then you can be a consistent trader, basically, right? But if you want to learn more about these topics, I do mentoring. You can reach out to me, and we can set something up. I did have a nice service on Fiverr, but unfortunately on Fiverr they don't like trading services. So unfortunately it's not up there anymore at the moment, which is a bummer. I did have a very good review, very good, a lot of 5-star ratings, basically only 5-star ratings. And yeah, that's a bummer, but maybe I will look to build my own website pretty soon, and then we can see how that would go. I do offer mentoring, but if I do mentoring, then I only do it one-on-one, and it needs to be 1 month time. Otherwise, you're not going to learn anything. There's no point in me trying to tell you my system in a couple of hours, because you won't be able to do it, because you need to have the whole mental aspect, you need to have the discipline, the routine, you need to know how to limit yourself, all of that stuff. And that's going to be at least 1 month training before you can implement it on yourself, right? So all right, with that being said, you guys, I wish you a wonderful weekend, and I wish you a lot of success in the next trading week. And yeah, hear from you soon. Take care. Until the next video. Bye bye.